Good morning, everyone. I am very much privileged to be part of this conference at Adamas University and very happy to be with you. Before my presentation, I would like to show first a very short video of our university so that you will have a glimpse of how and what our university is doing.
The university is surrounded by lush greenery, which makes the environment very pleasant.
Participating in various student organizations has given me a wide variety of leadership skills.
The teaching methods, along with the learning culture, has made me well-equipped to top the board exam.
We can experience a variety of extracurricular activities throughout the semester.
English is used as the medium of instruction in most of our classes to help prepare students for work, both here and abroad.
As faculty of FEU, we engage in ongoing research, encourage scholarly discussions, and contribute in academic publications.
I was able to get a job right after graduation thanks to FEU's collaborations and industry partners.
The University Student Exchange Program gave me the opportunity to study in another country, to broaden my horizon, experience new cultures.
Internet connectivity is available in every part of the university, from the classrooms to the parks, canteens, and even the hallway.
The university is well equipped with specialized learning spaces such as nursing rooms, a mock hotel, and even a TV studio. This gives you a close to real-life experience.
I really believe that FEU can bring out the best in all of us.
Okay, so that's a short video about our university. Okay, I am inviting everyone to be there. 3 of your students have visited our university and participated in our summer program last April. We hope we can invite more from Adamas University to come to our university. You want to come to the Philippines? Okay, you are all welcome. Okay, so this is now for my presentation. So my presentation will be more of sharing of what we are doing. It is more of sharing the best practices that the university is doing. And I hope that Adamas University will be able to learn from the best experiences that FEU is undertaking. Okay, so as mentioned, I will be talking on the student-centered learning and teaching experience of Far Eastern University. Okay, so Far Eastern University is a 90-year-old university. We will be celebrating our 91st this year. As mentioned by Dr. Parimal during my conversation with him, Adamas University is a grandchild of Far Eastern University, ours being a 90-year-old and yours being a 3-year-old university. So our university is known for its core values, which is very easy to remember because it is the acronym of FEU, F for fortitude, E for excellence, and U for uprightness. So our core values is also FEU. Okay, our university envisioned to be a university of choice in Asia. And we are committed to producing students of highest intellectual, moral, and cultural standards. And we are producing principled and professionally competent graduates. Okay, so this is our vision. Okay, so the university Okay, in 2015, the university crafted the Aspiration 2020. Okay, and our Aspiration 2020 is for FEU to be one of the top 5 universities in the Philippines. In the Philippines, there is no actual ranking of the universities as a whole, but there are ranking in different aspects, like for example, employability, where FEU belongs to the top 10. There are other areas where universities or higher education institutions in the Philippines are being ranked. It can also be based on the results of the licensure examinations for some programs. And I am proud to say that Far Eastern University always ranks or belongs to the top 10 in the different licensure examination. So our university, when we crafted in 2015 our Aspiration 2020, FEU would like to offer an industry-responsive and outcomes-based curricula where we develop both the soft skills and the hard skills that every student should possess that will be very much needed by the industries. So we have partnership with with industries. We have very active partnership with our industries, and they are part of crafting our curricula for us to know what skills are needed by the different industries. So we also would like to produce graduates who are not only locally competitive, but globally competitive as well. And that's the reason internationalization is very much part of FEU's activities. FEU also would like to contribute to the economic development of the country. So we are producing excellent graduates. Okay, so this is how we summarized our Aspiration 2020. For us to attain our Aspiration 2020, which is next year, okay, we come up with the 3 excellences: a regulatory excellence, a match excellence, and an adaptive excellence. Regulatory excellence is more on subjecting Far Eastern University to an external partner, like in accreditation or quality assurance, and that is subjecting FEU to different accrediting bodies, both locally and internationally. So I am proud to say that Far Eastern University, the different programs of Far Eastern University are almost all with level of accreditation locally, and now we are entering into an international accreditation. Okay, so regulatory excellence is also subjecting FEU to the regulation of the Commission of Higher Education. Commission of Higher Education in the Philippines is the regulating body of all the higher education institutions in the Philippines. Okay, and the Commission on Higher Education awards autonomous status for the best universities in the Philippines, and I am proud to say that Far Eastern University is one of the autonomous universities in the Philippines. Of the more than 2,000 higher education institutions, around 4% are granted autonomous status, and FEU is one of them. That is for our regulatory excellence. Okay, for our match excellence, that is, as I have mentioned previously, we are in partnership with our very active partnership with our industry, with the industries, and we invite them as part of the committee in coming up with our curricula, for us to be able to know what skills they need. Okay, so we want to bridge the gap between what schools, what FEUs are producing, what skills FEUs producing among our graduates, and what the industries are needing. And because of that, we are slowly bridging the gap, meaning that we are producing the skills that the university, that the industries are needing. Okay, so my presentation is more on the adaptive excellence, and the adaptive excellence is what kind of skills we want our students to have when they leave the Far Eastern University. Okay, so for our adaptive excellence, okay, we want to produce graduates who are critical thinkers, effective communicators, and digital literate to make them lifelong learners, with, of course, a value of FEO. Okay, so the critical thinking ability, okay, and then communication skills, okay, and digital literacy are the three skills we would like our graduates to possess. And for us to be able to get or to be able to develop these skills among our students, we are using the student-centered learning approach. Okay, so this student learning approach, okay, we have changed entirely the pedagogy that faculty has to use. And therefore, for us to meet this, there was really an extensive training that we have done. We retooled our faculty, old and new, millennials and the baby boomers faculty. They really had to undergo the training. Resistance was there, okay, but I think it's just a normal scenario. Okay, coupled with that, we also developed a different FEU assessment tools. So we are getting rid of the lecture method. It is really more of students' collaboration with one another. And therefore, even assessment tools have to be changed. And then different learning or alternative learning activities for our students. Okay, so that's the one that I have mentioned. Okay, so in FEU, we are known, okay, that digital literacy, effective communicators, and critical thinkers, okay, we call that program DELECT. Okay, so DELECT stands for digital literacy, effective communicators, or effective communication, okay, and critical thinking, or graduates who are critical thinkers. So our student-centered learning, okay, approach is for us to develop these three soft skills that industries are needing. Okay, so once again, a digital literate, effective communicator, and critical thinkers. So DELECT, as I have mentioned, is a long program, okay, of the university where we gave a lot of training, extensive trainings to our faculty for them to cultivate a new teaching, learning, and new assessment. Okay, first we started with our general education curriculum. It is very timely because in the Philippines, as you probably have read, we just implemented the K-12 curriculum. K-12 curriculum meaning in the past, we just have 10 years of basic education. It is from grade 1 to grade 6, and then first year high school to a fourth year high school. But with the K-12 implementation, we required a kindergarten, a K, okay, and then we added 2 years in the basic education, meaning we have the senior, we have added a 2-year senior high school before going to college. Previously, after the fourth year high school, meaning after the 10th year in a basic education, they can go right away to a university or to a college. But this time, we added the Philippine education, and that's really a big revamp in the education system in the Philippines, that all the basic education, all the schools in the Philippines added the senior high school. So our engagement into this new pedagogy is very timely, that in our general education curriculum for our first year college, these are students who just finished their senior high school, and we have this first batch this year. Okay, the basic education additional of 2 years, okay, those students have just their first year college this year. So we apply to them this very new initiative that our university, the Far Eastern University, is investing on. Okay, so that is the DELECT engagement. Okay, so again, this is the skills, soft skills that we would like our graduates to have. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so these are the graduates we want to produce. Okay, and this can only be attained, we believe, and through research, we believe that all of these soft skills can be developed well using our student-centered approach. Okay, now digital literacy is as simple as effective use of information communication technologies and related technologies are digital citizen on digital nation, or what we call that the students will be tech thumb. Okay, so if EU has invested into an LMS, and the LMS we are using, the learning management system we are using is Canvas. Okay, so we have invested, the Far Eastern University has invested in that LMS. That is to help our students develop the digital literacy. When we talk of digital literacy, being responsible is part of it. It is not just the use, because I know students, millennials, or the Generation Z are already tech savvy, but it is more than just the use, but it is more of their being responsible in the use of media. Okay, and then effective communication, okay, is also one of the areas we want to develop among them, or one of the skills that we want to develop. And therefore, in our curriculum, we engage our students in academic discourse. It is not just the ability to speak. It is not just the ability to communicate, but it is the ability to understand an issue. It is the ability to do an academic discourse. Okay, and critical thinking ability, or the critical thinking skill, okay, we engage our students in a very reflective, creative, and thinking processes to address issues and concerns and solve problems in the most rational and logical manner. So that is our pedagogy, so we call it DELECT. Okay, so again, those are the soft skills which we hope we will develop through the student-centered learning. Okay, so when we crafted the FEU teaching pedagogy, all of these are considered. Okay, classroom management is part of it. Assessment is very much an important aspect, and evaluation. Okay, and we believe all the soft skills we will be able to develop. As mentioned, we started with our general education curriculum, but we also have selected some of the professional education. We are still in the very baby step of this, but we are very hopeful that FEU will be very successful in this kind of endeavor. So as mentioned, adjustments in academics were done. Faculty training, extensive one. A one-semester faculty training, okay, was conducted, okay, and then of course the adoption of the learning management system, which is Canvas, as I have mentioned, okay, rewriting all our syllabi, of course changing our curriculum, and even construction of new learning spaces. So FEU invested on what we call the interactive rooms. So the interactive rooms is not the usual plenary arrangement, but it is more of a room where collaboration can be done by the students, powered, of course, by technology. Okay, so this is a sample of the interactive classroom that we have in the university. So aside from this interactive classroom, so arrangement, as I have mentioned, provides more collaboration among the students. So each table has its outlet where students can really do a collaborative work. So this is how it looks. Okay, this is FEU's interactive classroom. Aside from this interactive classroom, we also have produced, okay, some classrooms where the students, a small classroom, where students are seated not in a plenary manner, but they are seated in a collaborative way. And we receive many good comments, not only from our students, but from our faculty as well. Okay, so these are just sample comments from some of our faculty who are using our interactive classroom. Okay, and we also receive some comments, good comments from our students. So again, this is just a starting endeavor of the university, okay, but we are very serious in considering this student-centered learning, and of course for faculty, student-centered teaching, where faculty members are facilitators, okay, and not just giving lectures. We're really getting rid of lectures, but it is more of students' work, and the teachers are there to facilitate the discussion or to facilitate the collaboration. Okay, we believe that with this new pedagogy that we'll be using, we will be able to produce graduates with soft skills of being digital literate, effective communicators, and lastly, critical thinkers for them to be able to be a lifelong learner. With that, maraming salamat po.